Hey boys and girls, it's just past Rome o'clock time and we had a wonderful afternoon of body lubed twister. It was lovely. I highly recommend it. And I've had some letters asking me that haven't watched my previous videos apparently. Why would that be? I have no idea. But they're asking me, what environment am I always in the background? Well, this is my basement. I spend 97% or so of my time here. It's my comfort place where I can just run away from the evils of the world. And I love it. Anyways, it's LA Kings time now. And the LA Kings, as far as I'm concerned, this is basically about this new series is about where I would think the LA Kings should go, how I did in predicting where they would go, and what I think the LA Kings will do. Well, I picked the LA Kings to miss the playoffs this year. That was pre-knowing that Quick would be out of it and wouldn't be there. If Quick was there, they'd have a couple more points, but I still believe they will miss the playoffs this year. And if you have out your study books, your journals, you can look back and see that I believe that they should start rebuilding. And unfortunately, they've let it go so far that it needs to be a big one. I still think that. I think at this trade deadline, the Martinezes and the Nolans and there's guys that would keep like Pearson and maybe Carter. I think you kind of have to keep them. And that's that other winger on their first line. Like their first line, basically, I would keep Doughty. I hate to say it, but I think I would trade Jake Muzzin, and that sucks because I actually think he is maybe the most underrated defenseman in the NHL, but he's getting up there, and it's by the time they're back to being good again, he's not going to be there. I don't like saying it though, but I really think he has to go. If you can get anything for Green, I think it's rebuild time in this for LA in a big bad way. Toffoli is a guy I was thinking about. You keep him for sure. They got a couple guys there that I was mentioned in the Florida one. For instance, Nolan was one of them. Clifford was another one. And Lewis, that are really valuable pieces, but their perceived value is really low. I would keep one or two of those guys as what they call system makers. They are there for the coach because you're keeping Sutter. I mean, I don't care. If he wants to stay through the rebuild or whatever the hell you want to do, you keep Sutter. You never fire Sutters. You never fire Julians. You never fire Babcocks. Never, ever, ever. You never fire Boudreaux's, Anaheim, Doughheads. You never do. So you keep them there so they can be a buffer for the coach. They know the systems really well. They play it really well. They play hard. They're guys that you can have but I'm saying I think you can get some pretty good picks from Florida for those guys because they need guys like that. And there might be other teams that were thinking that way too. Like I'd say Arizona might be a team that would be looking at that could see a lot of value in those players. But that's what I think they should do in the future here. You got to keep Quick. You need good goaltending. But everybody else, let's see what you can get. And like I said, I've been saying for all the teams that need to rebuild right now, this is a great time to do it to expansion because you can speed up your rebuild by getting very good, valuable players that teams need to get rid of or get rid of for nothing. So that's what I would do. What do I think Lombardi is going to do? Unfortunately, I think he's going to slow roll this. And I think he's going to slowly move these guys out. Maybe Gabrick he would trade if he can. He's going to try to keep all these guys together. He's so loyal, and he does that for good reason, I suppose. It's better for being able to get free agents. But I think he's just let it go too long now. They've tried to ride this wave too long. But I think that's likely what he's going to do. Sorry, LA fans. I know most of you would probably agree with me on this, but I can't see it going any other way for Lombardi. It just seems like that's his status. That's his operate. You know what I'm talking about. Modus operatum or whatever that is. It's his MO. That's why they abbreviate it. Because nobody knows how to actually say it. At least nobody with an education level as I. That's pretty much where I would go there. Oh, I must say, if you are going out to venture into a twister, rum o'clock type afternoon, which I highly recommend, make sure you have Jaime's Body Lube. It's so you can have some Setaguchi on your Clifford. There, I said it. That's my full 42. Have a great day, y'all. Lots of love to ya.